If an individual or a group of individuals actively engaged in or promoted the idea of desecrating the Eucharist, would that be a direct affront to the church?
It would indeed, of the most serious nature.
And of the sacraments of the church, would you name the 7 sacraments first, please?
Sure. Just like my confirmation classes: baptism, confirmation, Eucharist, penance, anointing of the sick, marriage, and holy orders.
And you learned it as last rites and had to change that as you got a little older.
Yes, and it used to be called extreme unction. It's called
even further back. I wanted to make that point that when there's an active effort to desecrate a sacrament of the church, that is a direct insult and affront to the Catholic Church.
Absolutely.
And marriage, of course, clearly is one of the 7 sacraments fitting in the
marriage
same category.
is recognized as a sacrament. First of all, it was recognized as something of a natural relationship, sort of inscribed in our nature by the Creator, that has served the common good and is a pillar of civilization. It's a unique relationship of a man and woman. The Church has also recognized it as a sacrament because the love of husband and wife expressed the love of Christ for the Church.
I don't want to disparage anyone because of their race, their ethnicity, their name, whatever their religion or their father might have been. I'll just say this, that when you think about the optics of a Barack Obama potentially getting elected president of the United States, and I mean, what does this look like to the rest of the world? What does it look like to the world of Islam? And I will tell you that if he is elected president, then the radical Islamists, the Al-Qaeda and the radical Islamists and their supporters will be dancing in the streets in greater numbers than they did on September 11th, because they will declare victory in this war on terror. They will say the United States has capitulated because we would be pulling our troops out of any conflict that has to do with Al-Qaeda anywhere. And additionally, it does matter. His middle name does matter. It matters because they read a meaning into that in the rest of the world that has a special meaning to them. They'll be dancing in the streets because of his middle name. They'll be dancing in the streets because of who his father was and because of his posture that says pull out of the Middle East and pull out of this conflict. So there are implications that have to do with who he is and the position that he's taken. If he were strong on national defense and said, I'm going to go over there and we're going to fight and we're going to win and we'll come home with a victory, that's different. But that's not what he said. They will be dancing in the streets if he's elected president, and that has a chilling aspect on how difficult it will be to ever win this global